Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Monday. It's a bank holiday. We get these over here on the island, the Isles of Britain.
They get them in Canada too.
They do? I didn't know that.
I think some of them. I don't know if they call them bank holidays. I think they do.
Do they get them in Australia?
Yeah, I think Australians have bank holidays.
Okay. Bank holidays. You can go to
like
the bank.
It's like a Commonwealth thing, I guess. You know,
sort things out.
Yeah.
They should get rid of bank holidays because it's like a colonial thing. They should not get those days off.
No, it's like the one good thing about colonialism.
No. They shouldn't. It's like
everybody loves a holiday.
Perpetuates colonialism. So I think the people in Canada and Australia should not.
The thing
get
is,
bank holidays.
if there was like Genocide Day or something, you know, if there was a national holiday called Genocide Day, and I think in any country, I think if the country became more progressive and recognized how horrible Genocide Day was, they would not remove the holiday. They would change what it's about. They would keep the day off. Everybody loves the day off. Nobody would sacrifice a day off just because it has roots in genocide.
Yeah.
They would go, well, I still don't want to work today, though. I don't want to. I could do with a day off on a Tuesday, you know?
Giving
nice
people's
recharge.
flowers
Can we call
days.
it like, can we refresh it to be like, oh, this is Saint Burnaby Day. This was actually the day Saint Burnaby was born, and he was a saint of. Let me check here. Saint of genocide. Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh fuck.
We can't fucking escape this shit.
We don't have. This is just the sort of country we
Has
are
anybody
in.
else been born on this day? Yes, Kevin Spacey's the only other person who's been born on this day. Fuck.
It's unfortunate that our country has such a shady past, you know, that we can't pick anything that's not related to something evil, you know, back in the day. Kevin Spacey. Take a walk day.
Take a walk
It's
day.
It's a walk.
Today is Family Awareness Day. So
Family
take a day,
awareness.
be with your family if you want. You're not. Up to you.
Wait, what are you saying? Are you saying we specifically, in that genocide, we focused on killing whole families of people? Like that was like oh fuck, maybe you should, oh no.
Hold on, I'm seeing a propaganda poster from Genocide Day 100 years ago. Be aware of your family and save them from the oh god.
Oh no.
Oh fuck. God damn it.
And then there's the side-by-side poster of like the previous one and the modern one, and it looks the same. It's like the one is positive, the
same graphic sort of design.
Somehow, yes. Fuck.
It directs the eye in the exact same way.
Exactly the same, yeah. If you're like, you
hear about that Magic the Gathering stuff, actually? There you go, that's news.
No. There you go.
They plagiarized themselves.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because they're doing that new The Hobbit thing.
Mm-hmm.
They've done another new The One Ring card, basically.
Yeah.
Except the new art that they have is taken from the old The One Ring card, but like edited. So it looks different, but not edited enough that you can still very clearly see that it is the exact same painting of the ring.
Yeah.
Which you would think wouldn't be too hard. I have heard a lot of theories. They've made a statement, the Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
What a fucking stupid company name.
Is
Wizards
it because
of the
it's
Coast.
what they were based in, like California?
Yeah, because they
or
were
like New York
no,
or
I
some
think it's
shit?
because it's like the Sword Coast, you know, because it's D&D.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I get. Yeah, well, I don't know D&D, so you
The
can't.
Sword Coast is the D&D setting.
Mm-hmm.
They put out a statement and they were like, "Yeah, this guy. I think the person they got to do this new The One Ring card is like he's like an 80-year-old artist who's been doing like card designs for Magic the Gathering for like fucking 40 years or whatever."
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, I ran out of time and I had to copy and edit this thing.
So you just
My
like
throat's really gunked up.
try to whiff it.
The theory I heard and I believe is that there probably was a different ring design, and then last minute, somebody was like, let's change this quickly before, like, without we're not going to go through the artist, we're just going to get like some intern to like quickly try and photo bash the other ring onto it because we don't like the ring that he did or something. And then in doing so, but they didn't change it enough. Because it would be really easy to copy it and then just change it a bit. But they only changed, like, the front part of it. So the outer band of the ring, they only, like, smeared that so it looks a bit different. But the inside is 1-to-1. They forgot to do anything to the inner part of the ring. So you can tell it's like, this is the exact same drawing of the ring.
Yeah, it's efficient when it comes to business, right? To just reuse assets.
Those cards had to go to print,
and you still
they needed to be changed ASAP.
Yeah, is it not the? It's not the because there was this one. What was it, like 5 of them? The one ring cards, or was it one?
I think it was just the one.
Yeah, it was just the one
ring, and then the guy who pulled it sold it to Post Malone, I think.
Yeah, I think Post Malone bought it, and for like $1 million, I think, or something like that, or like 100,000. I don't remember.
But it was. I think they had multiple The Ring cards, but I think there was one super duper special one that was in the Elven script or whatever, like the text on the card, and it was shiny and it had the card stock and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
It's interesting how card games are coming back in big time. Do you think people love card games or people love collecting? Like, what do you think?
So with Magic the Gathering, it's the game.
Okay.
With Pokemon, it's the collection.
Yeah, because I never seen people actually play the Pokemon game. Yeah.
People do play it.
Yeah.
But it is like 1% of the purchase base.
Yeah, it's like
99% of those people are buying them speculatively. And the weird part is that you don't even make that money in that shit. The types of people that you hear about, the scalpers and stuff, are making like below minimum wage doing it. But it's making a career of a form of gambling. So it's very attractive to people, you know?
Yeah, everything is gambling, indeed, even Pokemon cards and everything. That's a interesting way to live, to like have like your income fluctuate like so drastically,
and be entirely reliant on like the production of cardboard games.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Kind of interesting.
But Magic the Gathering doesn't seem to be getting that. Like you'll get cards that are like really expensive, and they do have like special collector's editions of cards, you know?
Yeah.
So you will have like, this is like in the Final Fantasy one, there were a lot of these Chocobo cards in various colors. And there was like the ultimate special Chocobo card.
Yeah.
They were of which there were like 5. Like those sell for a bunch. But outside of that, like I don't think cards ever sell for more than like maybe like $50, you know?
Yeah.
Like just regular cards. But then the Pokemon ones are like, this is they're like, it feels like it's maybe not as high generally as a Magic card could get.
Yeah.
But it's consistently around like the hundreds, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm not in these worlds.
Yeah. You don't want to get into that? You don't want to get into scalping cards from children? Nah. Get out of here, child.
Also, it sounds like a treadmill is being used above me. So that's fun.
It's a bank holiday, you know?
It's a bank holiday.
It's a good day for a run, you know? Above your neighbor.
I agree.
Can't run outside.
I'm so sorry, everybody. It's 24 hours later. Yeah. I pooped my pants so viciously that I had to get up and clean it, and I was so distraught that I simply could not continue yesterday, and now we are 24 hours later. And you know what? I feel better for it. I feel happier.
Yeah. Emptier?
I feel
emptier in general?
No, well, I've refilled since then.
Okay. 24 hours have passed.
Yeah. I had to overcompensate as well, so I'm I'm a little worried about it happening again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Repeat offense, but
Yeah.
hey, we'll play it by ear. How about that? Maybe we'll be finishing the last 20 minutes tomorrow. Who knows?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. How about we just do like that's the way we do it? We just record like 15 minutes,
15 minutes a day.
A day. Yeah.
The evolving podcast.
Evolving podcast over
Dead
the
Ensigns, the evolving podcast. I'm Ben. This is Max.
Yeah, another intro, I guess.
You may have already heard that 15 seconds ago, or now maybe a minute 15 seconds ago at this point.
Yeah.
But I also don't remember if I definitely said welcome to Dead End. I can't remember if I said I'm Ben and this is Max yesterday.
I
So
don't
either way,
remember.
it's
It
back
was.
in. I definitely said this is Dead Ensigns,
Yes.
the number one something podcast.
I think we were talking
which-
about collectible cards or something. Whatever.
Yes, we were. We were talking about the One Ring,
Yes.
and that made me think of and how I ruined my seat.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
We have.
Why did I say that? It's horrible. Why did I fucking say that? Bleep that out.
ring?
Genuinely, bleep that out.
Do you want me to also bleep all the instance of the One Ring also because it's
No. Just my line enforcing the viewer to imagine something they might not want to.
Well,
imagine. This is that part, okay? Just from where I said speaking of or whatever it was. Anyway, yeah, that was the news, I guess, with the ring, the One Ring to rule them all. I don't remember if they're even changing it because I think they're all going to print or they've already been printed. So they're like, well, sorry.
Let's bury them in the Nevada desert next to the E.T. Atari game. You know?
It makes me wonder how card game art is done because I feel like
how much you get paid for it? Like
no, in terms of like royalties.
Yeah,
because it's or copyright of drawing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I feel like, not saying that it's right or just it's wrong that they could do this, but in my mind, as the people that they are plagiarizing themselves from, couldn't they just be like, who cares?
Yeah, because that's the point. Like,
what are we gonna do? Sue ourselves?
Do they just get a license from the indefinite license
like
from the artist? Yeah,
like that's the thing. The artist can't sue, surely, because it's like, well, you painted it for us and we own it, so middle finger.
I don't think that.
Sit and spin.
But is this like a legal issue? Is there like legal stuff happening? Or
No,
is it
but
like people just
off.
noticed?
People got annoyed, and people noticed immediately because it was really poorly done.
Yeah.
And got annoyed. But as a company, can't you just be like, who cares?
I think it's like literally they're just going to shrug their shoulders at it.
No, they are doing that, but they're doing it in a way that's like, it's too late. Oh, it's an oversight. Fuck, sorry, it's too late. We sent it off. It's been printed already. We can't do anything.
It's damage
control. If I were fucking one of these ghouls that run Wizards of the Coast, one of these should be like ghouls of the coast.
Yeah.
Ghouls of the hell is what I call them.
Does D&D have ghouls in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would make this statement and I would say, who fucking cares? You're gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah,
it's
double
The
that.
Hobbit. Everybody loves The Hobbit.
Double
this
down.
is gonna be our biggest selling thing since Final Fantasy.
And then actually double down and release a new pack, which is all just reprints of old cards.
Would you buy a Bilbo Baggins card if it was specifically modeled around Martin Freeman's Bilbo Baggins? Like straight up just like his face?
Yeah, totally. I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard he was a bad guy.
Well...
I heard he was a bit of a nasty man, that Martin Freeman.
They just have like a cancelled celebrities pack or something like that.
That would be a great secret lair drop, bro.
Kevin Spacey.
Just like random celebrities, cancelled celebrities that are like put their faces like painted over iconic beasts and wizards and knights. K-Pax.
Yeah.
Maybe a Weinstein.
Weinstein would be a good one.
Well, fuck it. Michael Jackson. Why not? Very controversial at the moment. It's very strange with the Michael Jackson stuff because it is probably the earliest. I can't imagine understanding the kind of shit that he was allegedly up to earlier than I probably knew about it, you know?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? So like
I almost feel confident saying that I learned about the type of shit he was allegedly up to.
Yeah.
For the first time ever as a child through Michael Jackson. His accusations, you know?
Like him saying it, or just like in general?
No, through what he was accused of doing, allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew about all that diddling stuff before then. And yet now we are in a point 20 years later where people are like, he was probably protecting those kids from the real predators.
I don't know.
People are like, my theory is he was like, stay behind me, child. I'll protect you from Epstein.
He was like, he was the moonwalker, like in the arcade. He was turning into a robot.
Kids.
Yes, he was an obliterating pedos, you know. And that's the thing. That's what we can kind of. What was this ranch called? Neverland. Because it was after
Neverland.
like Peter Pan, yeah. Because he was like he had like the Peter Pan.
It's not good. You know, it's not. You definitely don't want to go there. I wouldn't want to go to Neverland.
Honestly, it is kind of It does. It's like
it gives a vibe.
Yeah,
it gives a vibe.
Yeah, it gives a vibe, and it's like Deathland.
Like
or
if
whatever,
somebody was like
go,
top 5 ranches, celebrity ranches to visit. Skywalker Ranch, probably up there, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I go to George Lucas's place, Skywalker Ranch.
Yes.
That sounds awesome. Neverland Ranch. No, I'm good on that one. No, I'm good. I don't need.
But then your parents are like, go, because it's Michael Jackson.
Go, if he does anything to you, he can get a big.
No, we.
Allegedly. This is a humor podcast. It's a comedy-based podcast. Things we say do not represent our true beliefs. They are made for comedic effect.
We did say it's all characters. You can't hold us accountable for anything we say. You know.
It does. I do. The thing I appreciate. I haven't seen Michael, so I can't talk on its quality. But I do appreciate that it is bringing out the better man love.
Is it?
I think it allows people to fully look back and go, you know what, Better Man was super overlooked and super underrated.
Yeah. Unless
it should be beloved.
What is he
and
called?
Rocket Man. Rocket Man was good.
I haven't
watched Bohemian Rhapsody, man. What a fucking
stop. Let's stop. We already talked about Bohemian Rhapsody 2 episodes ago, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna reiterate one point. When that movie was coming out, everybody was like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but the Live Aid scene at the end is like, whoa, you really get the scale. I watched that and I was like, this scale is nothing. It feels like nothing is going on. This is so boring. Better Man, when he gets to Nebworth and the camera fucking soars through the crowd, it's like, whoa, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
He's in Nebworth. I didn't even know what Nebworth was before I watched the movie.
I can't wait for a Limp Bizkit biopic. So, directed by Fred Durst, of course, right?
And perfect title, perfect song as the title. Keep rolling.
Mm-hmm, that's true. And then
that's perfect. It's free.
And then it shows what's Woodstock's. What was it? 99, right? That's the one where people got like fucked up.
I don't think they want to show that. I don't think they want to.
They don't want to show that where he goes, time to break things, and then the crowd goes wild, and they actually start breaking things.
It was a different time.
It was a beautiful time, right before the worst time.
I didn't say. Max said. Just to be clear, Max said it was beautiful.
It was the last.
Max said Woodstock '99 was beautiful.
It was.
I want to say I disagree because a lot of horrible shit.
Like you said, the Matrix. That's where they place the time. You know, the Matrix is those times. You know, and then that unfortunate event happened 2 years later, and then we're done. You know, culture died from that point on. White culture,
I love that
specifically.
bit at the end of the Matrix when he's talking to you, the viewer.
Who? In which Matrix? Yeah,
The
okay,
first
yeah.
one. He's
yeah.
on the phone, the payphone,
Yeah.
and he puts it down and he flies away at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's so it gets it every time. Every time. It's so beautiful. I love The Matrix so much.
The Matrix is really good.
The Matrix is so good, man.
I would like to be in the Matrix. Would you be Cypher? Would you just go like, yeah, I want to stay in a simulation?
I don't feel confident enough in my own ability to say no.
Resist, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly feel like, because you got to remember, I should say, life on the Nebuchadnezzar sucked complete dick.
It did, yeah. They were like
You had to every single day, you were hiding in these tight, confined, smelly quarters, wearing rags and eating slop. Eating literally
slop,
like
yes.
it was boogers. They said it has a consistency of boogers and it tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
And
there
then
was that one guy
for
that's really
2
into
hours a
eating
day.
boogers. Yeah.
For 2 hours a day, you get to tease yourself with heaven.
The 90s, yeah.
And then you get pulled out. And then you get pulled right out. Was there a better time than the 90s?
I don't know. It depends who you are, right? If you were like a king, right, in the medieval times, that could be pretty good, right?
Because you think about what was happening at the end of the movie, the last section of Resurrection that we watched and we're going to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
The last day of 1999, and that was a vibe.
That's
section.
true. I was also thinking
like,
about
fuck,
that.
I want to be there.
Yeah,
God
Y2K,
damn, I would
literally
actually be able
Y2K
to be
happening the next day,
Yeah.
basically. But
And there's fucking sexy vampires.
it's just everybody were and for the time that I never lived in because I was too young to even perceive that time.
I don't.
Honestly,
I couldn't speak to it, but it does seem magical.
I can kind of realize that it's like kind of Avatar syndrome, you know? Like instead of Pandora, we have the 90s.
You don't have Pandora depression, you got 90s depression.
90s depressions, and it's like the thing about it is that we tasted it, you know? And we came out of it.
You know what's happening? You know what we're repeating the cycle of? 80s nostalgia. Because 80s nostalgia was propagated by the millennials who actually grew up in the 90s, but they were like, man, the 80s seemed cool because it was the shit I missed out on.
Yes, yeah.
And now we're here who majority of a life was spent outside of the 90s going, you know what? The 90s was awesome. I wish I could go back.
That's true.
And we need to break the cycle by going one step further
destroying
and
the
joining
future.
the 80s thing.
Destroying the future. Just destroying it. Not having the next
I'm reminiscing
century.
of the 2040s, the time that has yet to be.
You're walking around in like a tinfoil with a tinfoil hat, and you have like wraparound shades. You have like a stereotypical future guy.
I read the second book of the new Sun series.
Yeah.
The Claw of the Conciliator recently. And those books are presented to you as translations of future texts.
Okay.
And that's how I feel now about the 2040s. In that I am nostalgic for them, even though they're 20 years out. That's that's what I'm doing now. That's going to be my new character trait.
So you're pretending to be K-Pax.
I've got pre-nostalgia. I don't know anything about K-Pax. Don't liken me to K-Pax. That's foul.
So you don't know then. You can't deny it because you don't know.
No, I can't. But I'm just saying I would prefer if you didn't. I would prefer
I'm just
if you
saying,
didn't.
I'm not specifically saying the man in that movie. I'm talking the
idea of K-Pax. I'm not talking about the man of K-Pax. I'm talking about the idea.
That vile
the energy.
Creature, the vile creature that was...
Was he violent?
No, I
don't know
think he
anything
was just
about
like... He was like a guy
K-Pax
that thought he was an alien, I think. And that was it. But he was traumatized, and he just like... I don't know. And it's like ambiguous at the end whether he's an alien or not. You know, sort of thing.
I am not saying I want to be an alien. I'm saying I'm nostalgic for something that has yet to have happened.
Okay.
That's
you can make it happen.
That's my character trait.
Yeah. You're gonna work towards
new weird thing.
That's the thing that what you don't realize by me creating in our generation and influencing culture, you will make the things that people will be nostalgic about.
We are influencing culture, aren't we? Right now, it's true. It's true. We are. We might be doing it more than most.
Well,
to greater effect, well, time will tell.
Like the podcasters are the poets of our time. It's like that's the thing. Nations literally grew out of ashes because poets were. They brought back the national spirit of certain countries,
Like Norm Macdonald said, what I'm wondering is what happened to all the poets.
Yeah, that's where we are. That's what they became. We are those poets,
He said that about comedians because they kept saying comedians are the modern day philosophers, and he would say, "I'm wondering what happened to the philosophers then."
Yeah,
is that right? That might be paraphrasing. I guess. Either way.
What
a week
it's
now,
been. So he can't. Really
it's a good thing we waited a day due to my bathroom incident.
Yes.
Or lack thereof a bathroom incident, one could say.
Exactly.
Because you have managed to buy yourself a little treat.
I did. I was able to.
And now we can talk about it.
Buy
we can talk about the experience of it.
500 Steam controllers, so I can then sell them on eBay.
Yes,
actually, I was like, like all the scalpers, they're like £200, like from 80 to 200. I was like, you know what, 400.
That's fair. I was doing that. I've been playing more FF14 this week.
Yeah,
and every now and then I'll get an item. In a sense, every now and then I'll get an item from doing the planetary exploration stuff.
Yeah,
that you can only get by doing that, like a mount or something, or an outfit or a minion.
Yeah.
And you could get it pretty easily if you do it, but there's a large amount of people on there that don't want to do it. They just want the reward from it. So you can sell it on the online marketplace, right?
Yes.
In-game marketplace. And I'll put something, I'll lowball it a little bit. I'll look at other people's prices and I'll set it like 50k less.
Nice, yeah.
And then I'll check it later and somebody has lowballed even me. They've gone like 1 penny less than me. To try and undercut me. And I've gone, you know what, man? I'll do 50k less. I don't care. I mostly just want it out of my inventory.
Yeah.
And then it sells. And then everybody who's looking at their fucking market board listings are going, oh, fuck, the price is crashing. The price is crashing because of this one guy. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like the Joker with the pile of money.
Yeah,
you're burning it. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, you just want to bring chaos to the marketplace,
I just want
right?
to bring chaos to Final Fantasy 14, the MMORPG online marketplace.
Be careful. Someone's going to find you.
I just want to watch the world burn.
You
think I'm going to get a cloud type situation?
Yes, exactly.
I don't think I will, because what the issue in Cloud was that he was fucking over the consumer. I'm the consumer's best friend. Yeah, they'll protect me. They will create a human shield to defend me.
What you don't realize is the consumers are oblivious of you, but the market people, they are the vicious ones.
The movie shows us that the consumer was not oblivious to him.
Yeah, but weren't the other guys kind of also scammers in
there
a way?
Were a couple. Yeah, there were a couple. But there were also a lot of people that were like, you sold me some junk.
So I guess you'll get 50%,
all the people
50%
online,
people less coming after you then.
Which is better than 50% more.
Yeah.
Buddy, all right? You're telling me you can reduce the 100% of people down by half?
Yeah.
That sounds like a win to me.
But I think they'll be more powerful, the ones that will
do that. Well, whatever, because I've got a level 100 Reaper and my item level is pretty good, so I'll fucking do
You'll fight them.
I'll do my fucking, I can't remember the name of the moves that the Reaper has. I said just buttons to me, they're numbers.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him with my 1 to put my, I'm hit with a 1 to put 1 stack of my thing, the 130-second stack of my thing on them.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit it with him again to bring it up to a minute.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to start hitting my combo 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's pretty awesome.
Once I got the meter building, I'm going to do the big hits, the big swings with the phantoms.
Do you do a lot
that
of
leads
PvP?
Me into the fucking blue attacks that I can do. Ba-bam, ba-bam. What?
Do you do a lot of PvP in FF14?
Nah, just to... They give you a thing that gives you bonus experience if you do like 1 a day, basically. So I do that. Basically, nobody else gives a fuck because they're also all just doing that.
Okay.
So people are generally just kind of running around waiting for it to be over.
Yeah. All right.
I try a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully
But,
you'll be ready for the
The
person coming
PvP in that
after you.
game isn't like, it's not like RuneScape or WoW where you like fight in the overworld though. It's like
Arenas or something.
Yeah, it's like specific mini games, you know. It's like team-based games that you do.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So you queue up for it and you do one, and then it's like an instanced thing.
400.
Are you excited for your Steam controller, Max?
Yeah, I'll see. I was in the market for a cool controller, so I'll see how it goes. And
It looks pretty slick. It looks decently slick. It's got those back buttons too.
Well made, and they. I watched like a teardown of it, and it's like more like it's designed in a way where it's like super easy to take apart and stuff. So it seems like they are very much going for like this should be like fixable if it breaks, you know, and stuff like that. And like I like that when things are designed for repair, you know, like so you can actually fix them even yourself, you know, like I'm good enough where I can just like that's the thing.
Well, especially these days with these controllers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like with like I wonder if actually I don't remember if the sticks are replaceable, but that would be good if they were replaceable too, the analog sticks.
I would hope so, because that was the thing with the fucking sorry, I'm just typing something out quick. That was the thing with like the I mean pretty much every controller now is that the sticks fucking break so quickly, but they're not designed in a way where you could just open them up and replace them. So
yeah,
you have
exactly.
to do like this whole rigmarole just to get the shit not being
like
fucked up again.
stick drift right for Nintendo was like a huge issue for like I remember it was
They
like
got sued.
Yeah, it was like
There was a
for,
lawsuit.
like,
It was a huge thing.
It was like 2 years of worth of just constant news about the stick drift
And then the thing was, because everything just got worse.
Yeah,
The conclusion was like, yeah, but unfortunately, every single controller from now on is just gonna get this because we don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They're gonna cost $80 every single time now. By the way, also.
yeah, and you can't fix them unless you
and
have
if you
like
want to fix them, you gotta like fucking pry it open,
Yeah.
and buy parts off of some random person online.
Yeah, and break a bunch of seals down the inside, and they won't ever come together the same. You know, it's like, and it seems like the Steam controller seems like it's made to be taken apart and fixed. You know, the battery pack is like it's technically like inside, but you can just like pop off a thing and replace it. It's like it is very interesting because like with something like a Steam Deck, right? It's you they can't really do that. Like they don't really want people to take that apart, right? The miniaturization of that device makes it so, you know, they can't have like extra space inside, so it would be easy to take apart. But with a Steam controller, even like it is quite a big controller, it seems. So that allows them to kind of not, you know, be as densely packed inside, so they can allow you for more movement inside, right? So you can take it about easier. But yeah, it is interesting how like the iteration, right, of like the previous Steam controller of the like touchpads, you know, it's no analog sticks, and it just had the touchpads. And it is very funny how they just went like, all right, it's a controller, but it also has the touchpads, you know, because it's like they were like, I feel like with the first iteration they were like trying too hard to be too different, you know?
Yeah.
And that got people spooked. Like they just wouldn't buy it, you know? But from what I heard of the original Steam controller, when you get used to it, it's supposed to have been a really good controller, you know? So it's like, yeah, we'll see. It's Valve getting more and more of the hardware.
I mean,
kind
this
of
does kind of
spaces.
confirm that Steam Machine probably would have also been available around this time, but
Yes. But all of the things that happened
all that shit happened.
Yeah, all the shit that's been happening is not helping it. And another thing I was like legitimately kind of like technology and price is just gonna keep going up, I feel. I think, I don't know if we mentioned it, but like we talked about the PS5s like going up in price, and that's like ridiculous, right? Because it's like never tended to happen,
the
right?
Xboxes as well.
And the Xboxes, right? And it's like it's like already outdated to like equipment is going up in price, and it's like that's ridiculous. I was like, if I'm gonna buy a controller, I might as well get this one, and I'll have it for probably, and especially with like the fixability of it and like modularity of this one, the way the Steam controller is designed. I'm like, if something breaks, maybe I'd be able to fix it a lot easier than with like Steam. And another thing that sold me on it is the mag thing, where it's got like the cable that attaches to the back with a magnetic connection. But it also is a dongle, so like you can disconnect it, and it is a dongle too, like a specifically for that controller. And like I remember. Clever. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, this is, and I like to play wired on a controller for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, I remember when I was playing a lot of Monster Hunter World, like a shit ton of it. I was like, there was like that time period where I was like just really into it. And I would like go through batteries for some reason, just piles of them. And I was like, fuck, like I was in the middle of like killing some fucking monster and my batteries would run out, and you can't pause that game, so it's like I would just be standing there while I'm like shotgun reloading, the quick reloading, sleight of hand reloading my fucking batteries and my controller, so I just since that I just was like, I want a wired controller.
I prefer a bit of both. I like a wired, but then every now and then it's like I just unplug this baby right now.
Yeah,
a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, and not like I do
battery pack,
I do like the idea of detachable stuff, because it's like it like when you pull it too much or something, it doesn't like rank it out of your computer. It just detaches, like stuff like that. I feel like it prevents damage in a way, what I mean? Like, because it's like, it just lets go, it doesn't stay in the device, so like, I like that idea. But I'll do a more of a review, I guess, when I actually get a full breakdown.
In the meantime,
we'll see when it comes, how much dispatch time, because it says 2 to 5 days. I don't really believe that. We'll see how it goes though, especially to the UK.
It's Asian Cinema Week.
Yeah, I guess. That's true,
because
a little bit.
You watched Chime, and I saw that like a month ago.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it. But also we watched a movie from last year, Bygone's Resurrection. It's from China. It's a Chinese
the TV
film.
show.
Not the TV show.
Not the TV show that pops up by default for some reason. I guess it must have been a popular TV show at some point.
We'll start with Chime. We can start with Chime. Maybe it was a popular TV show. I don't know. But we can start with Chime, another Kiyoshi Kurosawa film.
Yeah.
Some of you may remember a month or two ago we had a Kiyoshi Kurosawa era.
Yeah.
It was our Kurosawa Kiyoshi version variant era, and we watched
Cloud,
Pulse, and Cloud.
Yeah.
And then there was a short film that came out recently, psychological horror called Chime.
Yeah.
It's a short film. It was made. It's like 45 minutes. I remember liking it quite a bit. How did you feel, Max?
Let me just think of this. Like, All right. It reminded me more of, like, I guess, Pulse in that regard, right? Out of all the other ones, it reminded me a lot more of Pulse, with just the kind of targeting of like modern life, I guess, in a way. Because I guess Cloud also, but I feel like Cloud had a lot more dialogue in it, and there was like more of a like a story to it, like a clear story, right? But with Pulse, you have like this foreboding danger, that's coming, Yes. And in this case, it's also kind of like that, right? Like where there is just like this, and also Kyo in a way, right? Because it's like a hybrid of those two, honestly, in a way. Because it's like you have a protagonist that gets infected with something, right? Something starts influencing them in a way, I really love the sound design and the idea of I think that.
The sound design in this short is fantastic.
Just
the Chime itself, but then I remember feeling very tense in the end when he's in his own home alone,
Yes.
And they are showing you like this hoarded rot, you know, that it has existed there the entire time, you know, and it's like it feels very oppressive. There is like a presence to this film through the sound that really shakes you a little bit.
And I like how it's like there is like this one sound that gets repeated with the chime, but a lot of the times I would just listen to the background and I would just be like, is that it? You know, like that's the point where it's like you don't know in a way, which, you know, it's like it could be hidden somewhere in there. Like it gives you that feeling of trying to hear it too, right? You know, it's interesting because I think that I think there's a definite sound. I think that's supposed to be kind of representing that chime, but like at the same time, I was like, oh, is that the chime? Oh, is that the chime? You know, I was listening, get paranoid about the sound itself, you know, that I was mentioning. What else? It's like, I don't know. It's a very kind of another depressing movie, right? It is a lot of a lot of
depressing. It's very atmospheric. It's very it's very nuanced. There's a lot for you to it's reliant on your reading of it, I guess, more than, like you say, that it's not like the other Kurosawa films that we talked about where there is a definitive, like there is still a story, a narrative to follow. It's like the narrative here is a lot looser and more experimental or more abstract. It works really well to scare you, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? It feels unpredictable in a way.
I always, for all these movies, the characters are so weird, you know? Like the main guy in this one, there's just like, you know, you got the guy from Cloud, and there's just like, like I don't. I'm trying to think of like
distant characters. They're very
distant.
Inhuman in a way.
Yes, exactly.
They lack an empathy,
you
know, a certain sort of empathy to them.
Yeah,
that makes it hard for you to relate to them as main characters, but also they are. It seems they're unable to relate to anybody else in the films.
Yeah. It's
and the main character of this one, who's a cooking teacher, but seems very. He's very I
don't know
what's the word I'm looking for. He's like, very he's very two-faced, I guess. You know.
Yeah, like there isn't like he just says what he needs to say in a way. Like It's so weird. Like the scenes in when he's doing the interviews, I really like them because it's like it shows how a non-person he is in a way.
Yeah,
because he's like there's like a thing where he's like, oh, you guys.
He's working as a cooking teacher.
Yeah, but he wants to become a main chef, like a head chef in like a French, I guess, restaurant or something like that. And then he talks to the guy who's interviewing him, and he's like, I have like a distinct French cuisine type like that I do, but I can do what you do, you know, and it's always like I do this, but I can do that. He's like, he doesn't have like a definitive thing, like he doesn't stand for anything. He's always like,
well, there's also he has the line where they ask him like, so about your like teaching job at the moment, and he's immediately like, oh, I'll leave that in an instant, don't worry. And they're like, you said you get a lot of fulfillment from that, and he starts going like, did I say that? Why did I say?
Yeah, why did I say that? Yeah,
I didn't really mean that, I guess.
Yeah,
he's fully like, why did I say that? He's very underhanded, and he's a cruel person.
He's like at the same time he's extremely passive, but at the same time he feels like he's gonna explode at any moment. You know, it's like and it kind of becomes that, right? Like that's what happens eventually, you know. But there is that same thing that we had in Cure, right? With like this thing spreading, you know, like this madness kind of inflicting itself onto other people.
Because it's a lot more abstract than it is in Cure as well.
Yeah.
Cure obviously is a lot more like there's
like an explanation in a way for it.
There's an explanation and a process to it, but in this one, it starts with one of these students being like, "I hear a chime, and then and I'm only doing this class because I need to distract myself from hearing it, you know."
Yeah.
And then over time, he starts saying like, "Yeah, they took out half my brain and then replaced it with a machine. I can show you." And then he stabs himself and kills himself. And then from that point on, it seems like this idea has gotten into the main character, Matsuoka.
Yeah.
And then he ends up killing somebody and hiding the body.
Yeah, but she also behaved in like a weird way. Like that's
She
the thing.
was also behaving strangely. It seems like generally, and again, coming into the ending, it feels like it feels like a very like a microcosm of societal collapse, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Like especially with the ending, with the way he explores his own home. They've got this thing where they always have like these giant trash bags of fucking cans to take out constantly. And then as it's revealed, like their house, although the parts you see up until the ending are like quite clean and modern and nice, there's actually like behind this curtain, like literally like garbage, piles of garbage and rot. And
hidden under.
Hidden under the surface. So it's like, although I suppose it speaks to the idea that you know, a lot of, I guess I'll use Japan as an example because it's a Japanese film. There is a sense of like cleanliness to it. What's that movie that came out last year that's about how lovely their toilets are and how nice it is to be a janitor cleaning the toilets?
I know which one, but I don't remember. Satisfaction or something, or like Citation.
Perfect Days.
Perfect Days. Yes, you're right.
I haven't seen it, so I'm not commenting on that movie itself. I haven't seen it.
Yes.
But there's the impression that Japan is like this super well-polished, clean, lovely place, right?
Yeah.
It's like a utopia almost of efficiency and stuff like that, and that's sort of what his life and his family and his home sort of present. But then deep down, there's this
boiling, rot,
evil. You know, there's a rot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I looked at societal rot and I was like, "That's Japan," and I was like, "Societal rot, but Japan," and I was sawing at the screen. I was sawing at my TV, you know. But yeah. It's interesting movie. All of these movies are super interesting, and
as a few weeks later now, or maybe a month or two later, Kiyoshi Kurosawa is still a good filmmaker.
Yeah,
we are finding out.
Well, so there was like you've mentioned, Anna. It's like it was distributed as an NFT or something, right? This
movie was an NFT.
A throwback.
It's like
we're gonna be nostalgic about NFTs at a certain point, you know.
Yeah. But he does have a samurai film coming out this year.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Kiyoshi Kurosawa. It's called Kokorojo, the Samurai and the Prisoner.
Yeah.
It's going to be at Cannes, so we'll hear about it this month. Then it premieres in Japan in June.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia. So we'll probably give that a watch once we get a chance. Yeah. We need to become like super professional so we can reasonably go to like the Cannes Film Festival, you know?
Do you need to get an invite to go to Cannes? Is that like a thing?
I don't think I think you can probably get like a pass, but I think we need to do it on like a professional level in the sense that we can make money by going there.
We would have to like wouldn't we not only would, because like I don't think people that are like us would be invited to that stuff. Like we would have to.
That's why I'm saying we need to go professional. We need to become Siskel and Ebert too.
We need to make a backlog. We need to bury the backlog.
We do. We need to refresh. Brand new.
Dead Instance episode 1 suddenly.
No, it's going to be Ben and Max.
Yeah.
A film podcast.
Yeah. Beautiful. It's Ben a camera Max, reel. A
film podcast.
On the picture, you know?
Yes.
You'll come up with dead pictures. I don't know.
Dead Pictures. The Dead Pictures Society.
Yeah, society of how poetic, beautiful.
And we'll talk about film. We'll talk about film, not these fucking... We were no more like... Oh, did you see the new trailer for Supergirl? Oh, Star Trek is coming out.
No more fantasy. Final Fantasy
Avatar.
14. Never, ever.
Fuck. Well, I'll do it in secret. Like, we just won't bring it up on the pod. We can watch Star Trek to our heart's content, but once a week we have to watch an actual movie.
Yeah.
For actual people, adults.
Maybe a Sunday kino of some sort, you know.
Perhaps.
Maybe. That would be cool. If we had like a Patreon, I could do that. Like watch a movie, but you can't do that. You can't fucking do that. You would
getting
be just
paid to watch a movie a week.
It would
and then
be
talk
like
about it.
Oh
man,
is that your dream? Is that you got to start writing articles so people get a Substack. Then a movie Substack.
I do.
You know?
I do want to. I've just never gotten around to it, and I'm like, fuck. What do I even write about, man?
Yeah. Neelix penis. That's just the top.
But that's the thing. I can write about anything.
Top of the page. Neelix penis.
Like I could write about Resurrection from 2025, written and directed by again a sci-fi epic.
Yeah. It's kind of like Cloud Atlas.
I haven't seen Cloud Atlas.
You speak the true truth.
I can't say. And that's the end of the sentence.
It's kind of like Slaughterhouse-5. No. A little bit less like that.
Not strictly. It would be interesting. Like if all the shorts were intercut.
Yes, yeah. They were just out of order in a way. Mm-hmm. I guess there isn't an order, but you know. You would jump between them.
I think it was They use a lot of the same performers for the Deliriant, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
the
so.
Dreamer.
There's
it's Jackson Yee who plays a majority. I don't think he plays all of them. I don't think he plays the monk, if I remember correctly.
I think so. He plays the Frosted Tips at the end, the guy in the 90s.
He does play Apollo. Yeah, he plays Apollo.
Does he play
we watched Resurrection
singer, maybe?
From last
He
year.
played the singer, maybe? I don't know.
The singer?
The briefcase guy. The briefcase agent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think he plays the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think.
All right.
Possibly. Anyway, we watched Resurrection. Wasn't going to talk about it. I had been meaning to watch. I was thinking of watching this over the weekend, but I never got around to it. And then we came to record yesterday, and luckily I did the deed, as it were, at a poor time.
Yeah.
And gave us the opportunity to watch this so we can talk about it on the podcast. I'm seeing here in Chinese, the title literally means Wild Times and not Resurrection.
That's interesting.
It's curious.
Okay.
But we watched this movie, long film, nearly 3 hours. But gripping from start to finish, I would say.
Yeah, visually beautiful.
Visually gorgeous. Fantastic soundtrack. I've listened to it again after I'd seen the film. Because it's just so beautifully atmospheric and rich, lovely. I just had it on while I was doing some other stuff, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
What a lovely film. I haven't seen any Bygone films before. I don't know if you have.
No, I don't think so.
Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, exactly, because maybe I
Tiger, Kylie Blues, and Long Day's Journey into Night. Those are the feature films. There are some short films, but I imagine it's even less likely that either of us have seen those, so
yeah,
won't worry about it. But yeah, Resurrection is interesting. It starts out I guess the framing device, you could say, for the anthology, but also what the film is about, is a world in which people have discovered the way to live forever, involves to stop dreaming. Yeah. But there are some remnants who still dream in certain ways. And the not the main character maybe, but the character played by Shu Shi, I guess.
Yeah.
Is supposed to track them down and find them. She finds one in an opium den who is consuming poppies in order to fuel these dreams. And when she takes him back to her place, she opens up his back, puts in a film reel, and starts manifesting his dreams as film.
Yeah.
Because for him, they exist as film, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, we then see six. Fuck.
I think it's 5, right? We got the bombed out city.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what's after that? The monk. Then we have
the monk. Then you have the con artist and
the
the
con
little girl.
artist, and then you have
and then you have the New Year's Eve.
The newest 4,
and then you have the final thing with the whole the framing device itself.
I guess, yeah.
I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
But we run through these. It is each story feels like unique to everything else in the film. It kind of has its own visual style, almost its own sort of directing style as well.
Aspect ratios change and stuff like that through the different stories. Yeah,
they look and feel completely different from each other, and tell very different stories about life and death. And they all. I'm in looking up some stuff on it. Each segment is supposedly in line with the Buddhist thought of the 6 senses, which is sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and mind. I'm just reading off of Wikipedia at the moment, which is awesome. We're never going to go to Cannes at this rate, man.
Yeah, reading off of Wikipedia's. What the fuck?
Fuck is wrong with us, bro?
What did they say? They always tell you in school not to do that, and we just did that.
God,
what the fuck?
Damn it. Ha! But this movie does it feels
Maybe
epic, but it is a gorgeous movie.
Maybe they'll invite us to shitty poop film awards or something like that, and we'll go there.
We could start it. We could create shitty poo-poo films awards.
Neelix Penis Award, and we give it.
The Neelix Peony. This year's Neelix Peony goes to
La La Land.
Resurrection. I'm reading. My eyes read.
I've made a mistake.
See, I can't remember what Al Pacino said. He said, "My eyes see something."
I don't know what you're referencing.
The Academy Awards. But yeah, what did you think of Bygone's Resurrection?
Yeah, it's a beautiful film about cinema. I love the how different it is from story to story, gripping in every point. Yes. Whether it slows down, it speeds up. I guess I called it like an anthology before we started recording.
It's interesting.
A little bit unfair in a way, because I feel like everybody will find something beautiful in this movie, no matter the taste.
It's an anthology in the sense that it is the stories are not directly connected to each other. They are literally like dreams, but they all exist within the context of the actual story, which is the dreamer, right?
Yes.
So, and each one, and it's interesting because obviously you kind of could be so it's every single story's a dream. That doesn't matter then. Who fucking cares? No, wrong, incorrect. Each one is important. Each one is important because it's the beauty that people are denying themselves, right, in this world that they are choosing to live eternally, but what is living eternally if you can't even dream, right? Which is, in this scenario, telling stories, right?
Creating, yes. Yeah. But, yeah. So, I guess it's like, we have a lot of, like, the first story is a big homage to silent cinema. I love a lot of this is throughout the entire movie. I don't think there is a single like VFX, like a computer VFX in this. It all feels like it's all done practically throughout the entire thing. I don't know. I don't know.
I think there are some. I think there are, but they're very sparing, and they're not. They're very minor. Like I want to say the crumbling of I think there's very realistic VFX.
Maybe, you might be right.
There's stuff that's very easy to hide, but like you wouldn't quite pick up on. Like
there's just so much
the crumbling
done with
statue
like
in the Buddhist monk section. I feel like was at least one of them was practical, but then I feel like when he's dreaming, he is. I don't think that was practical. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But either
yeah,
way, I think they definitely talks about how there was VFX in the film. I think that is a part of it. But
it feels very like nothing stands out. Basically, that's what I was kind of making a point of more. But it's like you have like the homage to like just practical effect, like so much interesting camera work. Just you can kind of dissect this movie and see how like how they do this, you know.
I love that scene. In the
play
beginning.
with perspective and stuff like that. It's go on.
I love the scene in the beginning when she is first sort of catching this dreamer, and they have this like this set that's split into thirds, right? And she's like walking around it, and the camera is kind of revolving around this diorama, and then she ends up in this area, and it goes around to the side that is a blank arch, like semicircle, that eventually falls over, and it billows this smoke out, and she's on the other side, and it's hard to explain, but it's like just so wonderful. It's lovely that people are still making films that look this gorgeous in a practical way, you know. It's great. But this whole beginning sequence is filled with lovely little sequences like that, lovely practical costumes and sets, great set design. And again, it is silent, like you say. It's just got this nice sort of like silent film era soundtrack with title cards, right? With title cards for dialogue and exposition on what's happening. And then the transition I really love, where she reaches out and pulls this away and crumples it up before we then lead into all of these various dreams of the dreamer, you know.
Yeah, just
where
this
we go through. Yeah, sorry.
I'm just saying, there's just like, there's so many little like details. Like there's like at the beginning in the first, like you said, in the first bit, I guess, of the first story, there is a when she's like you said, she was tracking the dreamer, and like she's looking behind herself, and there's like this, like I don't know, this like hallway or whatever she is, and there's like someone like moving stuff behind. You can see like this big hand like closing doors and like opening windows, and it's like it's so beautiful, you know. It's like whimsical at the same time, really, you know. Good, it plays like, that's the thing, you just see like someone playing around, and it's like it's beautiful to see, you know, when someone's allowed to just do things like that, you know. But yeah, go on. I think you were gonna say something.
No, I was just gonna say we then lead into these short films, essentially. It's short stories, each one. The first one, which I mean we were talking beforehand, but it sounded like this one resonated with you a bit in its artistic style, but each one kind of starting, I mean the film starts with a sort of silent film era thing, and then each subsequent story kind of moves forward in time, and I don't know a lot about modern Chinese history, but supposedly each one kind of represents an era within Chinese culture in the past like 100 years. We move from the silent film era into like a wartime sort of thing,
spy
like
thriller,
World War II sort of spy thriller, very very gothic, very dark, you know, very noir.
Noir, yeah.
But yeah, talking about it beforehand, it sounded like it resonated with you a lot. So maybe if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that when I was watching it, really
it was reminiscent for you.
Reminiscent a lot of like just like the Polish cinema of like the 50s and 60s, you know, where it's like the industrial kind of like the scenery, you know, and the way buildings looked, and especially in the 50s and 60s was where it's
all very dark blue and black,
and a lot of this
smoky,
stuff
foggy.
It was a lot of like, when they were recording these things, there was really easy to find places that were just destroyed, you know, or like run down, and just with the camera work, and there's just like the kind of weirdness of it, you know. On top of that, you know, you have like the character of the ticket like seller that's like really kind of how can I say? It's like he talks in riddles, you know, like to the main character, you know.
Well,
it's
it was
like
very to speak more broadly, I guess, about the plot of this sequence. It was very homoerotic. You know?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
There was a sense of like, and I mean, like you say, with the ticket seller, he tells this story that is very like, to me at least, spoke very true to like the to of the era being like a closeted homosexual, right? And having to he tells this story about, there are these frogs that croak all night, but whenever they croak they attract predators, but they have to croak, you know, they're so hungry they have to keep croaking to attract others if they're like, but every time they do they risk being caught by a predator more and more. And that obviously strikes in the metaphor is lost on the commander, who is trying to learn about this young guy who's codenamed the Box.
Because he kills somebody, right? Like,
yes, he's killed a musician who I think was a spy. And they're trying to learn about it and stuff, and why that happened, and trying to catch him out as the culprit. And then inadvertently he ends up kind of becoming the musician again, the commander, and deafening himself and cutting open this guy from who is the dreamer, by the way, is played by the guy who plays the Deliriant. He cuts him open, and it just like this light sets him on fire, right? It starts like setting everything aflame. It's a very evocative and beautiful little story. But we lead in from that to each one is just like its own. I feel bad for like moving on because each one just feels so rich, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, this is going to be like rough to talk about, because it's not only is it like very rich in terms of just the plot, but also just visually, like it's so beautiful visually that you're like, just watch it in a way, you know. Just it's how can you even through words kind of describe what is happening, you know? But yeah, and also the stories are very different in a way, you know. At the same time. It's
case in point, the next one, it leads into a former monk who is now leading people through this monastery that he used to live at, and helping rob it. In the end, he inadvertently like destroys a Buddha statue that he doesn't recognize, and becomes possessed, I suppose, or his tooth becomes possessed by a spirit of bitterness that in a dream he realizes he needs to knock out with a stone, a piece of rubble from this statue. And in doing so, he manifests this spirit of bitterness who claims that he's one step away from becoming Buddha. This was a really this is one that I think it's very theological, and I don't think I know enough about Buddhism.
Exactly, exactly. That's the one
the
where
theology
I was like,
of this one. This was a difficult one for me. This is one that definitely requires a rewatch and some research into it. Despite that, it was still really well done. It was still captivating. The sound design in this one was really good. When the snoring starts to come in, the story of the monk and his dad, the spirit of bitterness kind of takes on the form of his dad. He tells this story about how his father, who he had a lot of respect for, caught rabies and you know, became afraid of it began showing these symptoms of rabies, which he talks about
afraid of water, afraid of sound, light,
and sound, and everything, you know. And how he had to, you know, kill his dad. But this whole time, you have there's the scene where he starts to hear the snoring of the spirit of bitterness, and I assume it's supposed to be the same snoring that his father had, but it's like this long scene, and this really throaty snoring is just like echoing in your head the entire time.
It's overwhelming everything else. Because he says at one point, it was just like, I would give anything to hear his snore again, you know, or something like that. It's like and then there's like the dog at the end, where it just kind of leaving the monastery. You know, it's like it's very, like you said, it's like the requires deeper analysis, I guess, through probably, like you said, theological Buddhism angle of this story. But you know,
we move in from that. This was a very sad and sweet story.
Yeah.
The Deliriant the Dreamer becomes this con artist who is trying to exhibit a type of telepathic power in order to trick this man who is trying to collect people with powers. He's like, I'll pay people who have genuine psychic abilities.
Yeah.
If they can prove that they have them, right? There's like a prize money, a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
And he ends up convincing a child to be his partner, a little girl, an orphan, abandoned child in a train station.
Yeah.
And they come up with a code in order to trick people into making it seem like she can tell what card any card is without looking, right?
Yeah. They want to build up like
father.
a reputation for her
exactly.
so the big boss, like kind of, he's like supposed to be like a boss or something, that the local boss that they want to get picked up by.
They work together and they build it up. This whole time she has this thing of like, you can pay me, but what I want from you is I need you to answer a riddle, right? I need you to there's the backwards thought is like the big thing in this one. She had this money that her father left her before he ran away that had a riddle on it, which was what was the riddle?
It was like, what can you lose but never gain back, or something like that.
Yeah, that was it. And she doesn't know what the answer was. Either way, they ended up tricking the old man. They get the money, and the con artist, they end up staying in a hotel room. He puts her to sleep. And then he ends up getting grabbed and robbed of the money.
The thing is that there's a moment where she tries to get him to promise, and he says, I will, I think, at one point, to take her to the coast.
Yeah, you're right. I should have said, they kind of do build up a father-daughter bond, and he becomes like a surrogate father to her, and he's promising that he'll take her to the coast and stuff, and that they will essentially be father and daughter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he gets grabbed. They rob him and then take the money. But he has one banknote. He has one banknote that has the riddle on it, right? The riddle that she initially got on the money that her father left her. He finds it and inadvertently gets given it when cashing some of this money.
Yeah.
And it has the answer on it, and the answer is farts. Like, that's it at the end of the day. But he gets robbed. He holds on to that one. She gets picked up because it turns out the old man wanted to find people with power because he has an estranged daughter. He hasn't seen this daughter for years and years and years. And she's left him a letter that got burned up. Yeah. And he's unable to tell what it says. And he needs a sidekick to be able to read it. And as the story ends, she begins reading it to him.
Yeah,
from the ashes.
It's
a very sad ending.
Very sad, and like her basically kind of being exposed to the same tragedy again. Like of losing a fatherly figure again. And he's kind of the boss is like the other side of it in a way, like someone leaving their daughter and then regretting it and being so distraught into trying to reach for anything to make that connection again, but it's too late at that point. It's like it's a beautiful story. It feels like this one feels like the most kind of like not simple, but like the most straightforward in terms of like the plot. I feel like there isn't like anything like magical or like there is some certain like all of these have a certain like
sorry, the alarms just started going off on my phone. Sorry,
certain degree of kind of magic to them, but like this one feels like a tragedy, like just happens in life, But
speaking of magical things, we lead into the next one, which we alluded to earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
The last day of 1999, we follow the Deliriant. Now he's a delinquent, you could say, called Apollo, who is just sort of bumming around. He's very chaotic.
Yeah.
He very much inhabits like a sense of spirit, right? More than anything.
Of youth.
Of youth, yeah. And he meets this young woman who just by chance, and they start hanging out, and they're flirting and stuff. He says, "I've never kissed anybody." She says she's never bitten anybody. He becomes infatuated with her, and he starts following her around. This short is gorgeous. Everything is completely red. It's all one long take that apparently they took like months to do.
Yeah, could imagine.
They had to film it. They could only film it for like 4 hours a night, basically, because they were using it's all natural light and everything. Well, except for the red, obviously. But either way, it's all like stark red for the first half. You kind of follow. It's interesting because it starts as just a camera, our own perspective of the scene, right? It's just the camera showing the scene, but at a certain point halfway through, it turns into a POV of a different character, whoever we didn't know about yet, which is like this kind of gang boss almost of the area, right? Mr. Luo. And it turns out that he seems to have some sort of stewardship or ownership of this girl, Tai Xiaomei. And we then follow him through the streets during New Year's, and people are respectful, they're deferent to him, right? They're bowing out of the way. And then we can. I'm getting lost, like I'm just explaining the plot at this point. It's stupid. Either way, he ends up singing karaoke. Apollo smashes through the window. This is the point when the colors change and become a lot more natural. And they end up beating the shit out of Apollo. He goes to shoot the Mr. Luo, who he shoots through the hand in the end, and he lets the blood pour into a glass with ice. It's very interesting. Yeah, I think this is the point when I was starting to pick up from the illusions that they're making that there's a vampirism kind of thing going on, right?
Yeah.
But this is a really
they
nice
mentioned that they have like the soil of her in a karaoke room, and I was like, oh, I guess they're vampires, because that's like it's supposed to be like vampires carry the soil of where they get buried or whatever, like the mythology of vampires tends to be that way.
So we shifted away from his POV again. So we weren't in Mr. Luo's POV anymore.
Yeah, it's still the same shot. So
this is all still one take. I really like this bit. I wasn't expecting it. They set the camera down at the broken window that Apollo went through, showing the street. A screen gets set. There are people, these raincoat guys, which are part of the mob. They're like bumming around and smoking for a bit. Then people set up a screen and they start watching these old movies. There's a big congregation of people, but all the while you can see that the sky, dawn is approaching, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually the camera picks back up again, and Apollo and Tai are running through the streets again, together. He's still covered in blood. He got shot in the heart, but I think the implication, right, is that he got bit by her at one point, right?
I think they get bit. They bit. I think he tells him to drink the blood. I think at some point, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does.
He will stay alive or whatever.
They do a boat jacking.
Yeah, it's weird. Like there's like this like not subplot. I guess it's the main thing at the end is that the day is like he learns about like a boat that's going to be at a place and he kind of has to like survive that night until the next morning, the dawn, to see if that boat is going to be there, basically, because like they're unsure of that. And they steal the boat, in the end,
and they sail away, and she confides in him, a lot of stuff that he doesn't care, because ultimately he loves her, even including her vampirism. And he kisses her, asks her to bite him like properly on the neck, which she does. And then they face Dawn together, right?
Yeah, I guess.
As it leads into the end. There's absolutely, again, many more times can I say this is absolutely like beautiful?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
short,
like, yeah.
I feel like I'm a broken record, but it's true. It's another
Yeah.
one that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that I didn't hear about this movie. Honestly, like I guess I'm not on like.
It's just like a very limited release. It's interesting, at least in the West. I mean, it did. I think it did well in China, like you were saying, which makes sense. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, it was only able to see in the theater in the UK in mid-March, and that was like I'd been hearing about this movie since like fucking October in the US.
Yeah, well,
pisses me off, man.
Well, they get
again. This is another one where if we were any kind of professional, right? Last year we would have been in Cannes in May when they were fucking premiering this, and we would have been standing there, fucking giving that classic standing ovation that lasts 25 minutes, looking at your watch, like, all right, is this enough? But no, we have to be fucking chuds. We're gonna be dumb fucking chuds sitting here.
Yeah, working. We'll be rubbing elbows with
Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, new trailer. Oh, golly! I hate myself. I hate me. I hate my life.
You gotta keep dreaming. You know.
You're right. I'm reborn.
You are resurrected. Yes, but I don't know, like we've been kind of just spoiling this entire movie at this point. Maybe we'll just save the ending for the people to actually watch it. Why not? We'll blue ball you.
Yeah, save you for me.
Ball you.
I'm sorry, I got really tired. To save you from me just recapping the ending of the film.
We'll stop you from going like there'll be an alt girl you'll be seeing, and she's like, oh, I've seen this movie Resurrection, it's really good, and you'll be like, yeah, I watched that, but you only listen to the podcast. You're like on the slide trying to pretend to be more,
or
and
alternatively,
and then she goes like, I love the ending, and you're like, fuck, just that bit.
You can be like, like if you had like an artsy partner,
yes,
who was like, I just don't know what I want to watch, something beautiful that speaks to me about life, death, and the pursuit of art, creating. You can go, I know just the fucking ticket. My ass is getting laid tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's watch Resurrection, and then they go, oh, is it subtitled?
Yeah, they'll go, oh, is it, are they Asians in this movie?
Oh, where can we watch it?
Is there Asians in this movie?
Know.
Is there Asians in this movie? I don't want to watch that. And you're like,
why are they racist?
I just learned something about my partner I didn't know, you know?
You dodged a bullet. Unless you're also racist, in which case you found your perfect partner. You should stop listening to this podcast. I'm happy for you. Don't listen anymore. We don't want you. We do not claim you.
I'm listening to that answers out of spite.
I denounce you like Ethan Hunt.
Nice. Well,
they were threatening to denounce him all the time, but he was the only motherfucker who was saving the fucking world. Man.
Well, we do sometimes need a hero, you know, like Ethan Hunt, where he has to break down
you got to do this super crazy mission, but if you fuck up, you will be denounced.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't.
Why did? But you know what? He did it. He did it for us.
He did do that. He's a Christ-like figure, honestly. He's a Xenu. Oh, no, I don't know. Xenu is bad, I think, in Scientology.
Mission Impossible. Dude.
Whatever.
I'm so glad I watched those movies last year.
I tried watching the last one. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't. I'm sorry, Ben. Right. It was a Mission Impossible for me to get into Mission Impossible.
You saying sorry to me for?
You hyped it out so much that I'm like,
okay,
this is just
I'm sorry
like
you didn't get it. I guess I have a bigger action brain than you. I can process action better than you.
You're an action man. Is that what you're saying?
I guess I just have a closer connection to Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know he broke his foot when he did that jump? He broke his foot.
And he kept going.
He kept going. He kept going.
He's got that other movie coming out soon.
What is it? Oh, yeah, I forgot, yeah.
By the Birdman guy.
Yeah. Well,
looked interesting. I think a trailer's supposed to be out soon. Sounds interesting. He's like
I
a
don't know.
CEO that has ruined the world and needs to. He's the only one that could fix it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen the poster was pretty interesting looking from what I remember. It wasn't like a standard picture of a guy poster. It was like actually like
But it was also a standard picture of a guy, but the guy is the logo.
Yes, that's true. You're right. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a twist.
Anyway,
classic.
Resurrection, good movie. Go see it.
Thumbs up.
Tell us what the ending
don't know
was.
where you
As
can
a
watch
test, tell us what you've seen. What was the ending? What happened? What happened?
What do you get from this movie? So send us an email, deadensigns@gmail.com, or find us on YouTube where you can leave a comment on this very video. And if you do leave a comment, make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube as well. But if you're not listening on YouTube, you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Deezer, Podcast Addicts, I don't know, all these different podcast places. They usually give you the ability to subscribe or save, some kind of rating as well. Some of them will even let you comment as well. Give it all engage, Star Trek, and have fun. You see, I did that in reverse. That's the first time I've ever done the reverse.
Yeah, that's
because it was like a natural lead-in.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped it.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, Ben.
And also, Ben, I was the one that pooped your pants yesterday.
I quit the podcast. I'm done with this fucking snake. If you're listening to this and you ever encounter Max in real life, he's a snake. You can't trust him.
It was my ring that failed yesterday.
You keep mine censored at the beginning, but that you can stay. You're allowed to say it. That's like the treat if you get to the end, like, oh, what did they censor? What did they censor? There you go. It was I said that.
Yeah.
And now you know.
Yeah.
That's the twist. And I bet some people even clicked off because they heard like they're just doing make sure to like, comment, and subscribe bit. I'll turn this off now. They missed it. The truth comes out.
Yeah.
Max is a delinquent. Mm-hmm. He's antisocial. He's a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah.
And frankly, I disavow.
Yeah.
I'm dusting my hands. I disavow.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm stopping recording right now. I'm not even going to say goodbye.
When they talk about antisocial behavior, they think about me. That's when they talk. The local politicians, they're like, antisocial. That's the anti-me. Goodbye.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.